Hi everyone, welcome to Random Access Megan. I'm Megan. Today what I want to go over is destination weddings and the initial research. I suspect I'm going to do a few of these videos for destination wedding planning, but what I wanted to do was start off with how I even began the process. Destination wedding was something that we always wanted to do. We just never really looked into it until we actually got engaged, and my fiance had like this rule: wait like a month before you actually start planning, like enjoy the engaged life. So what I did is I created a list of like must-haves, of course, with my fiance. The must-haves were we wanted a beach wedding and we wanted it to be a place that had consistent weather because we just didn't want to deal with like random rain, monsoons, tornadoes, etc. Or actually hurricanes, not tornadoes. As well as short travel time and low cost. All of that's pretty relative, but this is just comparing all the options with each other. From there, we also wanted to make sure that if we had an event somewhere, we're staying somewhere, flying somewhere, that we were earning points off of it. And potentially for the year or so that we were waiting to get married, because we were engaged for about 16 months, we were earning points so that we could potentially help pay for the wedding. So, what we did is we researched locations through Marriott.com and SPG.com. We also got a Chase Sapphire card. We have a lot of friends that have it and absolutely love it because they're connected to Marriott, American Airlines, etc. So, some of the bigger travel hotel chains. And from there, we kind of decided that we'll just browse locations. So what we did is I started with one of the chains, Marriott, and I went to all the locations, researched Florida, California, everywhere in the Caribbean because I've only been to one spot, which is Punta Cana, and then I don't really know anything else. So I opened up all the locations in multiple tabs, took a look at pictures, learned about the locations, looked at their basic nightly rates, and then I just copied and pasted links of the ones that I liked into a draft email in Gmail. Then I did that for SPG as well. And then from there, Sergio and I made like a Saturday of it, and we drank cocktails like midday, and we went through all of the links. From there, we were able to make like our top 10. Our top 10 were places that we absolutely loved based off of what we saw. So we needed to figure out cost. So I submitted RFPs to all 10, and every place is different. Even like every Marriott is different on how the pricing goes. So some will ask for like a lot of details in order to give you pricing, and some will just send you like a catalog of pricing where everything's a la carte or you can get a package, etc. So from there, I was able to see what cost per person was for food, options for open bar, and really just take a look at some of the basics of wedding planning because I, of course, never been married, so I don't even really know what I was looking at and what sounded good. At that point, we were able to narrow it down to like our top 7 because some of the costs were like really crazy. I was like, whoa, $250 for just dinner per person. That doesn't even include bar. My family and friends are drinkers. The bar is more important than the food. Not really, but you know what I mean. So we were able to ex-nay some of the locations based off of just basic costs. At that point, we did research of costs of round trip tickets for airlines. So we just used Kayak. We didn't like keep it specific to like American or anything. And then we also wanted to look at travel time. We used Seattle and Chicago because that's where a majority of our friends and family are coming from. It was really tough though because of course, as we all know, flights come from everywhere. Everybody has a time difference. It was a lot. So at the end of the day, we were able to identify 4 locations based off of that analysis, which was Costa Rica, Grand Cayman, Aruba, and Panama. Um, the round trip tickets, we searched those to get as close to the date that we were shooting for, which was like March, April timeframe of 2017, just so that we can get like a very basic cost analysis. Also, so that we can also, I said also a lot, so that we can get travel times because flights always change. And so we wanted to make sure that we were kind of on the right track. And then once we identified like our top 4, then I had a conversation with each one. That was my duty to just figure it out and do the negotiations. I'm a salesperson, so I'm cool with that. I also love event planning, so not a big deal for me. So I had conversations with them and was able to figure out room rates for just some weekends. I chose like the first weekend of April, even though we ended up getting married the last weekend of April, just so I can just get some cost. So I wanted to know nightly rates. I also wanted to know about vendors. Do they provide the vendors? Do I have to figure out who my vendors are? Do I have extra fees for that? And then I also wanted to know about coordinators. Will I get a coordinator or do I need to find a coordinator? At that point, that narrowed everything down to one, and we chose Aruba. Everyone's different. I just am one of those people that don't want to stress out about things. I really wanted to make sure that my wedding planning experience was fun and enjoyable and memorable because I have heard brides being like, oh my God, I'm so happy it's over. And I just don't want to be that person because I know I'm only getting married once. Um, as far as the actual planning goes, I'll get into that at a later time. But that's how I was able to um, research all of my locations and figure out the ultimate location. Here's a quick breakdown too, if you want to see. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, I wanted to share everything. If you found that this video was helpful, please like it. If you think, if you have a friend, family member, someone, or even yourself, well, no, because you can't share it to yourself. If you have a friend, family that you think wants to do a destination wedding, please share my video. And of course, subscribe to Random Access Megan. Thank you so much for your time and can't wait till next time. Thanks.